Welcome back. Take a look around NCAA gymnastics over this past weekend. The upset, Arkansas taking down LSU. Jocelyn Robertson already referred to her all-around title for the freshman and Team USA Ultimate from this past summer in Paris, Florida, putting up the 198-125, highest score in the NCAA this season. And then, Bridget, you were there.
Fusion at the end of the meet, both teams were finishing up, but we had what's called a neutral deduction that happened. And it was right here. Marissa on floor exercise. This is a great angle. She dances back and you see her heel on the tape. Now when your foot is on the tape, that is fine as long as it does not cross. But that is what is called a neutral deduction. And number 12 Auburn defeated number 9 Oregon State after this video review removed the neutral deduction. So really unique situation. Gymnastics is a sport that is judged, but a neutral deduction it's a penalty applied to a gymnast's score for a specific rule violation unrelated to their performance. So if you fall, that's a 0.5 deduction, no ifs, ands, or buts, no questions asked. Well, a neutral deduction on floor, stepping out of bounds. Not only was there a neutral deduction, but then it was given back. And Oregon State thought that they won. Then the neutral deduction was taken away, and Auburn ended up taking the win.
Well, no negotiations, but negotiations at the same time.
Exactly.
All right, we got a big fourth rotation coming up. Arizona expanded their lead slightly after 3 rotations. We're going to have the fourth and final one when we come back here on ESPN2. Help people affected by the California wildfires. Donate at redcross.org/ESPN to help the Red Cross respond and help people recover. Take a look at our meet summary so far to this point. Arizona slightly expanding that lead after the 3rd rotation. 4th rotation on the horizon here. It'll be Arizona on the beam, Arizona State on the floor. See the intensity there. Going to be important to start strong for both sides in this rotation. The all-around update. I've said these names multiple times. We'll say them one more time. Emily White, Abigail Martin, both at 29.500. Abigail Martin making for 29.500. Emily White 29.550. So White with a slight lead there in the all-arounds for Arizona State. See how she wraps this up on the floor. She will anchor that floor lineup, and it's Spears beginning on beam to lead off here for the Wildcats.
Acro series to start. Beautiful finish. She had a big wobble last week on that series. No wobble today. Gorgeous side aerial. You can tell that Allie's been working on getting to her finishes quicker. Those arm movements. Had a 9.625 last week. Just the dismount, round off 1.5. I definitely think that's going to be a huge improvement. I know it's a huge improvement from last week. Great start for Arizona on one of the hardest events, if not the hardest event in gymnastics, the balance beam, this acro series. And then finishes 1.5, just the tiniest top on that landing, but excellent start for Allison.
We got a chance to interview her before the season and said this is a rivalry, but we're going to keep the focus internally on putting the pressure on ourselves. They're not feeling the pressure, though, so far today. On the floor, Kayla Lee will lead off here for Arizona State.
Big first pass here, handspring, front double twist. Nice job getting right to that dance move. going, getting right to that lunge. Talking to Jay after that third rotation, he was so impressed with his final 3 competitors in that beam lineup. They weren't just surviving, they were doing good gymnastics, and that momentum transitioning over to this 4th rotation for Arizona State. Final pass, beautiful Rudy. Start for Arizona State at this 4th rotation. Really well done.
And tomorrow, 7 Eastern, and she got a big matchup for in the women's basketball side, or big Monday women's basketball matchup. Guyana Pow and South Carolina take on Malaysia Cooper and Tennessee in a big SEC Monday night matchup on ESPN2. Gianna Lenchner coming up here on the beam for Arizona. Really hit it off in the recruiting process. With John Court, wasn't heavily recruited. Her sister's at Oklahoma, and she is very key on the beam for the Wildcats.
Handspring layout, step out. Slight bobble there. You saw those shoulders turn.
This is an event where they lost some names from a season ago. Trying to fill some holes. Done it well to this point in the season.
Side aerial coming up. Very nice job. Kicks right over the top of the beam. Just the dismount coming after Allie's 9.8. Blind landing. Very well done. Just a hop on the landing. Arizona keeping that momentum, keeping that energy going on balance beam.
Both teams right now on track to get season-high team scores for this year. Like you said, Bridget, you can feel the energy running through this Arizona side. Sarah Clark getting set to come up now for Arizona State. Trying to follow Kayla Lee's 9.8 on the floor.
Sarah's going to open with a double tuck. Beautiful finish. Combination pass, 1.5 to front layout. Another great finish. With this last pass, last week was just a little short. It's a round off back handspring double pike, and just doesn't have the momentum. Taking another look at this first pass, it's a double tuck. Great finish. And this last pass, it's a double pike, and she just doesn't get all the way around take a look and see if that hand touched the mat. It did, so that will be a deduction. Probably the score that they will hopefully drop.
She's now up on the beam. Emily Muller has had such a good day for Arizona.
So difficult. Side aerial into a layout, step out. Emily emphasizes on her finishes. Her leap series. If you watch her arms at the end, she is just so aggressive, all the way to her fingertips on her finishes. Making sure there's no balance breaks, no wobbles.
Another competing in the all-around today for Arizona.
Outstanding job. What a day for Emily and her team. That was a gorgeous beam routine in this acro series. Side aerial layout step out, the tiniest break, little tiny bobble, but this dismount sticks it ice cold and a huge smile at the end.
Taylor Spears loved it. She was the 2014 NCAA individual beam champ at Oklahoma, now an assistant coach for Arizona. They've got a really good coach on that event. Arizona's been strong in the beam so far this season. Now flipping back over to the floor for Arizona State, Allie Broflat.
Nice opening pass for Hallie. Coming after Sarah Clark's 9.45. That will be the score to drop. Had a little bit of a pike in that front layout. Had to stumble on the landing a little bit. Overall, a nice job. Again, looking to get rid of that 9.45 from Sarah Clark.
Allie Broflat deserves a shout out today. Unexpectedly longer day for her than she expected. Stepped up with Alex Theodoro going down, unfortunately, in warm-ups. Hopefully she's back soon, but Broflat 2 more events than she anticipated today. So we talked about Taylor Spears, individual champ in 2014 on beam at Oklahoma. Now in her coaching journey at Arizona. Coach Court had so many good things to say about her and the rest of his staff today. She focuses on the beam. Tirza Wise trying to follow what was a 9.950 from Muller.
Beautiful triple series again. I love that they're not afraid to do the difficult acro series.
With the term aggression work there?
Oh, absolutely. It's important to be aggressive on balance beam. You can be aggressive, but also graceful. And you can tell Arizona is putting in the work and the detail. They're very detail-oriented on this event. One and a half. Teeny tiny Wow. Excellent job coming after a 9.95. And right here, it's back handspring, layout, step out. Her jump series. Excellent work.
For Arizona, it was such a great start today on bars in that first rotation. Now trying to finish it out strong on the beam. Here in the fourth rotation, Lilia Perler coming up on the floor for Arizona State.
Lilia opens up, double pike. Unfortunately went out of bounds on that pass. Had a little too much energy in the tank. Second pass there. Nice little front 1.5 into a double stag. Here. Front layout, front full. Nice finish. Nice job.
So like you said, right now trying to drop the 9-4 score. Tomorrow, Big Monday doubleheader on ESPN featuring the ACC and the Big 12 both in action. First at 8:30 Eastern, Cooper Flag and number 2 Duke hosting NC State. Caleb Love and Arizona facing Curtis Jones, Keyshawn Gilbert, and number 3 Iowa State as well. Men's and women's Big Monday. So we can give endless Taylor Spears shout-outs today. Can't forget the fact that she also designs their leotards. It's a new Leo today as well for Arizona for this rivalry meet.
Fresh out of the package is what I heard. It's always fun debuting a new leotard.
New buzz, new energy.
So far, Arizona has been just crushing this beam lineup. 9.9 and 9.95. Abigail Martin showing she wants a 9.9 plus 2.
Trying to finish off her day in the all-around on a high note.
Abigail, she's such a strong beam worker. Very confident in all of her elements.
Rigid with just a 9-4 or better, Martin would clinch the win in this meet for Arizona. She could also pass Muller for the all-around lead with a 9.95.
I think she's going to do it. That was a beautiful routine just to hop on the dismount. And take another look at this beautiful switch leap right where she needs to be, showcasing above that 180-degree. And this dismount to gainer off the side, just as a tiny hop at the end, but nice control. Very nice job.
So again, it would be just a 9-4 or better that would clinch the meet win for Arizona. Kimberly Smith still coming up here on the floor for Arizona State.
First pass here, double pike. Stays in bounds. Just has a little too much juice in the tank. how to control that landing. Very nice front full to front layout. Final pass for Kimmy coming up here. So far, this has been a great floor team. Double tuck. Little jump forward there. Just opened up a little bit early. Nice finish for Kimmy. And this first pass, front full to front layout. Nice job.
So now anchoring the beam lineup and final rotation of the day, fittingly a gymnast that you brought up in the open, Bridget, Elena Dietz, going to try to cap the day on a high note for the Wildcats, the fifth-year senior from Maple Grove, Minnesota, who wanted to come back for another year.
Elena opening up, handspring layout, step out. Beautifully done. Elena is also one of those athletes that just her whole entire beam routine flows. There's a rhythm to it that she does so well. You see with that hitch kick to switch side. Slight balance check there on that front toss. Saw those shoulders start to turn. Gainer full. Solid routine for Elena. Really just that front toss was the biggest deduction, but overall, Arizona should be extremely proud of that beam lineup. Everybody did incredible.
Extremely proud of the day as well. They've clinched the meet win now. We'll have also a season-high team score as well on the road in this setting. There was a judges conference on floor. Still don't have that score in for Kimberly Smith yet. Saw Emily White there patiently waiting to anchor this lineup for the Sun Devils.
Right now the judges had scores that were too far apart. One had a 9.85 and the other one a 9.55. So really,
it's a decent difference.
A big difference there. So come together, have a little powwow, I like to call it.
You saw that graphic there, mandatory conference of the judges if two of the scores are too far apart, as Bridget mentioned. So that is the current delay as Emily White awaits. White still competing in the all-around.
So this is the difficult part about being a subjective sport and having judging, because again, when there is a judging powwow, when you are waiting, you have to keep your mind right. You have to keep that. I was always the one that was kind of running on the side, making sure that I was staying loose and staying warm. That is the biggest thing, especially going into floor exercise. You want to keep your body warm. Emily White, she's a veteran on this team, so she knows what to do, but it can be really mentally challenging when you have that big delay.
Still waiting here. Now the score is in, 9-7 for Kimberly Smith. The final routine of the day will be Emily White on the floor for Arizona State. She needs a 9-9 on the floor here to win the all-around over Arizona's Emily Muller. So it'll be challenging, but still a chance.
Jason, she had a 9.9 last week, so it is possible to get a 9-9.
.40 total scores of 9-9 or better in her career. See if you can get another.
First pass here. Beautiful front double twist into a stag jump. Emily's so confident on balance beam, and she really takes that confidence to her floor routine. For Emily, it's a combination pass. Nice finish, beautiful control on that landing. Really nice finish for Emily. Take another look. This is her first pass. It's a front handspring double twist into a stag jump. Just incredible control in her leap series. Switch ring into a switch half, showcasing not only strength, but flexibility and power, and finishes with this 1.5 to front layout. Beautiful.
Arizona takes the meet. Team high, season high, team high score of 196.650. We'll be back to wrap it up when we come back.
Crowd wants a 10. Of course they do.
It never gets old.
Everybody's loving it.
Wow.
That is a work of art.
Rockstar, take off like a rocket ship.
This is what is coming up on the horizon around college gymnastics in the SEC. That'll be Friday Night Heights, your action that is coming up this upcoming week. Bring you back to Tempe, Arizona. Arizona with the victory, their first over Arizona State since 2016. And this rivalry meet, we welcome in Emily Muller on the sideline with us, the all-around winner for today, Bridget Sloan as well, Jason Ross Jr. Emily, not only get the all-around, but also career high, 99250 in the beam on the fourth rotation, closing it out strong. Not only you individually, what does this mean for your team today?
It means so much. I think this has just been a really great year, and we just want to continue to climb. This is a great step, and we're looking forward to doing it again next week.
Emily, did you know when you landed, you were like, this was it?
I didn't know in the moment.
Okay.
But right when I saw Taylor Spears' face, I knew, and it was super exciting. It was a great moment, not only for me, but I think for her also. It's so special.
Incredible.
Emily, let's take a look at some of your highlights here. See what you think. Give yourself a little breakdown on the bars.
I like that.
Me too.
Gorgeous vault. One thing that you do so well, you are just confident in all of your gymnastics. You take it to floor. Do you love competing?
I love competing. It's the reason I did this sport. I love it.
What do you test the consistency from event to event today and really throughout the season so far?
I think it's been really important for me to just keep relying on my team. We've got a great group of girls this year, and I would not be able to do it without each and every one of them. We are just so thankful to have such an amazing team and such an amazing staff.
Emily, you're in the Big 12. What does it mean to you to be in such an amazing conference and go against those amazing teams?
It is super exciting. We are all so excited to just see some new talent, see some of our old friends from the Pac-12 also. We're just super excited, really looking forward to going to some new places and having a great season in the Big 12.
Well, Emily, congrats. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Bear down.
Got a bear down from Emily, got a bear down from Coach Court earlier today, and Arizona, they can say that all the way back to Tucson because they take the victory in this rivalry meet. And Bridget, we'll look at kind of a recap so far of today's meet. Arizona kind of gradually expanded the lead after the third rotation into the fourth, closed it out strong. Mentioned what Emily did on the beam. See here our meet summary.
Wow. Arizona defeats Arizona State by .925. First win for Arizona since 2016. Emily Mueller wins the all-around with a 39.425. Had that amazing career high on beam, 995. And the Arizona Wildcats, season high on both bars and vault. And Arizona State, they have their season high on bars also.
So upcoming notable meets around the ESPN family of networks. See here Friday, Missouri, LSU, Kentucky, Oklahoma, LSU, Alabama. Following week, some great ones as well. Looking forward to that Florida, Oklahoma on February 21st. That's going to be excellent. Any of these, of course, all of them jump out to you. Next week, which one maybe are you looking forward to most?
Honestly, I like them all. I like them all, but I also really like that February 21st one.
It's hard not to circle that one.
That'll be a good one. The SEC right now, they look incredible. Each team just elevating their game every single week, so it's going to be exciting.
So Arkansas upset LSU last week, so you just never know what could happen as well. That is the beauty of SEC gymnastics. So now, again, we talked about these two programs on the way up. New era in college gymnastics with them going to the Big 12. Arizona, this is a group that looks really good, and two teams that we could definitely and surely will see down the road in regionals to try to make some noise.
Absolutely. Both teams really showed out today. Not the finish that Arizona State wanted, but they still had highlights. It's always important, even when you don't come out with the win, you always have to look at, well, what did we do well? They did a lot of great routines, and Arizona just showcasing that. They came here and they were determined to win. You could tell just from that first event, starting on bars, they just knew that they could get that ball rolling.
This is fun. Arizona takes it, rivalry meet, answering back from last year's loss. We had a blast. Don't forget, if you want more gymnastics, Missouri, Kentucky is still going on now on SEC Network. Our entire crew in the truck, you guys are phenomenal. For Bridget Sloan and our crew, I'm Jason Ross Jr. saying thanks for joining us.